Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today we will see that how we can talk to a PDF file using Langchain and Chainlit. And we will try to develop an application just like this. Okay, so let's first upload the PDF file. I'll just give you a demo and we will upload the PDF file. So once we upload the PDF file, it's going to process that PDF file. And once the processing has been done, now we can ask any kind of question to that PDF. So now let's see. You can see what's the name of all the people talking. So let's see what kind of information it fetches out of it. So it says friend 1 is Alice, friend 2 is Bob, and friend 3 is Charlie. And the sources here signifies that what we do is we first of all create the chunk out of all the text that we have. And these 0, 2, and 3 represent the index out of those chunks of these words. I'll tell you what chunks are. So you just remember, guys, these are that sources. This is what it is signifying. You can also see, let's see what are they talking about. And this is what it says, that they are discussing the mind-bending concepts and implications of relativity, which is true. So now let's see how we can actually develop this kind of application, guys. Let's have a look at the architecture first of all. So this will be the architecture of our application. So first of all, we have a user, and what user going to do is he's going to upload the file. And once the file is uploaded, we will split all the text into separate chunks. So the main goal, guys, why we do that is, suppose we have a very big PDF which contain around 50,000 words, but the large language model such as ChatGPT that we are going to use does not accept that many words. So it's a good habit that we reduce the size of our chunks. So for that's why we use chunk splitter. And once we have those chunks, what we do is we convert those words into embeddings. As we know, like the machine learning model cannot understand words, right? It only understands numerical values. So that is why we convert each and every word into a vector representation. And that is what is known as embedding. So in this image, you can see, guys, what an embedding actually means. Suppose we have two words, that is man and woman. So man and woman, those two are somewhat similar to each other, guys. Okay, so they might be occurring relatively close as compared to the king and queen in a vector space when we represent it in a vector space dimension. Okay, so that is what will happen. We will convert them into the embeddings, and once we have embeddings of all those words, we are going to store that into a vector store. So this whole step, these 5 steps, can be considered as an ingestion phase. So what happens is, when we user asks a question, it will again create embeddings, and using that embeddings and the information which we have stored in the vector store, we will try to find out relevant information from that, and also the information, the standalone question that user has asked. What we will do is we will pass that to our large language model, and it will return the answer of that particular question. So this is going to be an high level architecture of the application that we are going to create using Chainlit and Langchain. So let's dive into the code. So what we have done, first of all, we will import all our necessary libraries. We are going to use the PyPDF loader as we want to upload the PDF file. We will make use of OpenAI embeddings to convert all our words into the embeddings. We are making use of a recursive character text splitter so that we can convert our text into separate chunks. And we are also using Chroma, and this will be our vector store to store all that embedding information. We will make use of retrieval QA with source chain. To this we will pass our whatever language model that we want to use. We can either use an OpenAI language model such as ChatGPT, and we can also use large language models from Hugging Face. So Langchain provides us with that ability to make use of any of these models. And these are the prompts that we are going to create. Why we make use of prompts is that whenever we are trying to create these kinds of applications, it's a really good habit to create a prompt and then pass that information to the large language model. It's not like whatever user is entering, we are directly passing it to our model. We first create a prompt according to our needs and then we pass that to our model. So this will be our key, and once we have the key, we will use the recursive character text splitter to split our text, and this is the messages like the human message prompt template and the system message prompt template. We have created that, and Chainlit provides us with the two decorators. Like we have used decorators from Chainlit, that is cl.langchain factory. It's going to run when we run the application. This method is going to run first of all, and here what we are doing is we are asking for the user to upload the file, and as he uploads the file, we can see the message, right, that it's processing. So this is what it does, and after doing that we store it in a temporary location and we pass that location to our py-pdf loader. I did that, guys, because I was not able to somehow get the path directly, so this is the workaround for that. If you guys can come up with the solution how to pass it directly, just let me know down in the comments. So for now, this is how it's working. We are storing it into the temporary location and passing that location to the py-pdf loader, and we are splitting different pages, and we are iterating through each and every page, and whatever content or text that we have, we are getting it into the text. So now the next part is to just split them into the chunks. So that is what it is doing, and we are also maintaining or storing some metadata that I talked about, that the number which we are seeing in the sources. Okay, so for that we are just storing that using this. We are storing that into the metadatas, and we are making use of the OpenAI embeddings to convert each and every chunk into an embedding vector. After that, what we are doing is we are storing it everything into a doc search, and we pass all this information to the retrieval QA with source chain. We are actually telling it, okay, we are using a chat OpenAI model, and what does this temperature means is like how we want our model to behave. Either we can tell it like do not, it actually, you can think of it as we can control the creativity of that model. If the value is high, our model may be highly creative, and it may give us the response like which will be a bit surprising, and but the lower the temperature value, it might be redundant, but it may not be that much creative. So this gives us the parameter, and we can adjust accordingly. And we are storing the user session, and in the user session we are storing the metadata that we have created above along with the text, and we just send the message to the user. After doing all that, this is the pre-processing step, and we can just say that okay, now you can ask any question. So after that, after sending all this information, what happens is, using this decorator, we process the response before sending it back to our UI. And what happens is, we loop through our metadata. We just check whatever response we have get, do we have that information in our metadata. And if we have that information in our metadata, we get the index out of it, and we show that, and we send the message to our UI. So let's just see again. So yeah, so this is how it's going to look like when we run the application. I'm going to post the link for that code down in the description, guys. If you have any other question, just let me know. So that's it for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.